All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Houston Rockets Daily, where we post daily Rockets content. I read an article, phenomenal article on the Dream Shake Solid website by Lachard Binkley, and he basically here's the title of the article: Rockets should not take bad contracts just to trade Christian Wood and Eric Gordon. Now, I think this is absolutely 100% facts, 100% facts. And I know if Balin's watching this video, I know he will agree with this statement. Sometimes, I will be on Twitter and I will see some type of trade regarding the Rockets, whether it's Christian Wood, whether it's Eric Gordon, and I'll see it, and there will be an enticing player in there, and then there will be a fat contract like Duncan Robinson, who just got paid 4 years, $90 million? New CBA rule or not next season, basically what that means is there's a good chance next year is like 2016, where you have guys like Alan Crabb, Chandler Parsons, Timothy Mozgov. You know, there was that year in 2016 offseason, like everyone I just mentioned got like over $20 million. And it was just so many teams effed themselves. That was the year my Chicago Bulls got Dwayne Wade. We got Rondo. So, do the Houston Rockets need three-point shooting? Yeah, I guess so. The Houston Rockets need quite a bit of things. Do the Houston Rockets need three-point shooting so desperately that if they don't get Duncan Robinson, they're not going to win the championship? No. Are the Houston Rockets competing for a championship or finals in the next 2 to 3 seasons? No. I'm sorry if you disagree with that. It is a fact. Unless every starter turned into a star at the minimum, the Houston Rockets have at least 2 to 3 more years until they will be back into championship relevancy. At least 2 to 3 seasons. So, yeah. Sometimes you see an enticing trade. Maybe it's like a 3-team trade. This is just a total hypothetical. Like, this won't make sense, I would imagine, if you put it on paper. But, like, say the Houston Rockets get pick number, 9 or something like that. Or you get 2 first-round draft picks, but then Duncan Robinson's attached. Absolutely not. Don't take it, guys. Here's the thing. Eric Gordon, last year of his contract. Christian Wood, last year of his contract. So, the only bad contracts I would be trading for, which you see it with like Russell Westbrook, with John Wall. The only way is if it's an expiring deal, so you can just buy out. Like, obviously, we wouldn't have Russ. Russ would be like our starting point guard, and we'd just play the season out with Russ. We'd buy him out on the spot. With Eric Gordon, in his last year in Houston, the guy's getting paid over $20 million. So that means you have to match $20 million if you're trading for Eric Gordon. Well, the thing for Houston is having 4 first-round picks last year, having 2 picks this next year, 2 first-round picks this next year, that's 6 first-round picks in just 2 seasons. So we're going to have to pay those guys either in year 3 or 4. So if you're getting even just a bad contract, say it's even like 2 years, it just doesn't make much sense to trade Eric Gordon just to get a first-round draft pick if you're acquiring somebody who has more than 1 year left on their contract. Like, think of like a Luke Kennard. Like, we, myself included, like we thought for a portion of last season, or I guess even just ever since John Wall stopped playing for Houston, that he could possibly become a Clipper. Well, the issue with that is if you're trading for him, the Clippers are a little bit different than the Lake Show because you got Russ on an equally bad contract, like 2 of the worst contracts in the league. The Clippers don't. So they would have had to attach guys like, Serge Ibaka, I think, was Batum in there? No, it was like Reggie Jackson, Ibaka. They would never do this trade now. And Luke Kennard. And the kicker in the trade was always, it was Morris. Whatever, bro. It doesn't even make sense. The point being, Luke Kennard was in that deal, and he's on like a 4-year, $20-something million contract, or maybe it's 17, 18 a year. Those are trades we need to stay far, far away from because not only are you going to have to pay all 6 of our rookies if you want to pay them, but we're also going to have to pay KPJ at the end of this season. But you also just want to be flexible, right? This is something we talk about on this channel all the time, is you want to remain flexible. You want your your money to be flexible. And that's exactly what Rafael Stone has done, and he's done it perfectly. There's been some moves where Rocket fans, myself included, you'll see something, you'll be like, huh. All right, guys, the video cut out because I don't have phone storage because I was stupid. I got the iPhone 12 mini when I upgraded it. So to just sum up this video here, I don't want to trade Christian Wood for this bad contract just to get like one first-round draft pick. Same thing goes with Eric Gordon, and this is what Latcher Binkley was getting at in this article is we want to remain flexible. Flexibility is going to be everything for the Houston Rockets coming up because, like I said, you have players that you're going to want to pay, guys like Jalen Green. If you want to pay KPJ, say he has a breakout year. If he doesn't, either way, like Sengun, all these guys down the line, Banchero. And then you also want to bring in or have the ability to bring in free agents. Like, look at the OKC Thunder. There's a reason they're so young. There's a reason they don't take on bad contracts. That's because with the new CBA rules, if they go through, not this season, but next offseason, they will have 3 max contract slots. That's 3 max contract slots. So, personally, I don't really think that's the best way to build teams anymore, is like just pairing up superstars unless you can make the bench proper, but I think it's a very small window. I don't think OKC's best interest is literally signing 3 max agents and then getting a bunch of like very little paid players. I even if it did work, it'd work for like maybe 1 or 2 seasons, as we've seen with pretty much every single dynasty like that. So I guess except for Golden State. So if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Go ahead, drop some opinions down below. I love reading them, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend.